So really it's about focus, right? I've never, my history isn't looking at social media and going, oh, this guy's got no comments and likes and it bugs me. I mean, I just noticed it. But, so this whole rant on it is a little interesting to me too, but it's important, right? Because I think that I can bring that to the entire industry if I can get big enough where people be like, yeah, likes and comments are popular, right? So at least the people that watch me will be cognizant of that. So I might be drilling that a bit hard. So how do you get good stuff? It's interesting when you look at, I spend a lot of time in LinkedIn because that's a big part of my market. There are people like me. I'm smart. I know exactly who's going to warm up to me the quickest. And it's going to be people like me, right? It's just the nature of people. Now, if you look at somebody's LinkedIn pages, a lot of people won't go all the way down to the bottom where they show interest things. I usually do, not always, because I'm a little, if they interest me, I want to see what they're interested. That's important, but that's a small percentage of the people that look at your your LinkedIn page will go down to your interest. But just be cognizant that people do that, especially as their level of interest increases. They're needing to know more information about you. Their appetite becomes bigger. So give them food to eat. One thing about it is that you can not add, but it's already on there, is recommendations. People don't use it much, and I can't say it's like a huge thing, but it's certainly something. I've got a few, and they're older, and they should be newer. So if you were a successful person or a ditch digger, and you want a better LinkedIn page, call one of your friends and say, hey, or text him, or WhatsApp him and say, hey, I need a recommendation on my LinkedIn page. Can you do something for me? Have your wife do it. That's not cheating. She can give you a LinkedIn recommendation. Why wouldn't she? I mean, hopefully she's happy with you every night, right? So no problem. Who cares? You have to use her maiden name if you want. I mean, so I don't have a problem with that, man. If you want to use your wife's maiden name to leave a good LinkedIn, I got no issue with that. I respect it. So you could be creative. You can be authentic. I mean, there's only one. But just being silly with that. But have your friends, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your kids, whoever. I mean, think about how cool it would be if you went on someone's LinkedIn page and you're the CEO of a $400 million company and your son, who's a hockey player from Minnetonka, my dad is awesome. He does so good to business. He takes good care of me and my mom. Whoa. I would notice that. I mean, if somebody's boy, I've never seen it. I just came up with that. Now I have to call my son. But if I went on someone's LinkedIn page and one of their kids said, my dad is the bomb, my mom, that would impact me. So anyway, be smart about that stuff. And it can just be a neighbor. It doesn't matter. But just be cognizant of the fact the level of interest people have, the higher it becomes with you, they're going to want more information about you. So put it out there. Let them find it, right? LinkedIn recommendations, easy one. Endorsements, I mean, I got 99 on most of mine, I think. I got 99 on social media, which is important right now, sort of, right? Because people look at me, okay, he's got 99 endorsements. One small leg on the table. But, pursue those things. And I built a lot of my LinkedIn page years ago, a long time ago. I don't mess around with it much anymore, but now, of course, I'm stepping up a little bit. So I'm thinking, okay, who do I want to follow? Well, Gary Vee, of course. Not really much else than that. I can't really at this point. I've unfollowed people because I don't want to give them. Well, anyway, you get it. So recommendations, you think about it. Be creative. Step outside of the box. Even minor. I wrote one of my recommendations because I did my social media for a boss. What was his name? Guy who owns LensMart. Anyway, I was doing a social media and he fired me. And I'm like, before I gave him those passwords, I went into his LinkedIn page and I gave myself a review. You can go check it out. If you check out my LinkedIn page, Scott Flaherty, LensMart, I wrote that review on his LinkedIn for me right the day he fired me. It was so funny. Oh, man. He never took it down. I don't know. He doesn't know social media. So for all I know, he still doesn't know it's there. That's pretty funny. I told a friend of mine that. And he's like, you wrote that? And I'm like, of course. Why wouldn't I? The guy just fired me. I can get a quick review from him, right? It's still on my LinkedIn page. Oh, man, that's funny. Anyway, so be aggressive, right? Just be cognizant of that. Because the third time I'm going to say it is that the higher level of interest people have in you, the deeper they're going to dig. And I don't redo my videos, so I know I mess up in words because I think authenticity is important. Being authentic is important. once you do second, third, fourth video, things just kind of get crazy. All you start talking about cockroach effect and shit like that. Anyway, LinkedIn, it's important.